If there is anything that binds all survivors of narcissistic abuse together, it is the surprising habits they share. The things they do on a daily basis without knowing that there are millions of people doing the same thing. It's like we read from the same book. But what habits am I talking about? And why are they surprising? Let's find out in today's episode. I am Danish. Welcome to my channel. We are going to discuss 5 surprising habits of a narcissistic abuse survivor. Number 1, watching the same movies on repeat to feel safe. Raise your hand if you're guilty of watching the same series over and over again. You know the plot, you know the twist, you know every bit in detail. You can even say the dialogues with precision and the same tonality. You know the actors, their life inside out. Why is it? Yes, maybe you're a fan of that series or you love that movie. It's more than that. It's not just a habit. It is about predictability. With a narcissist, there is no predictability whatsoever. And there is lack of comfort. You're always looking for some escape land. And that movie, that show, that series plays the role of it. As you might already know from my other episodes, there was no peace in my childhood because my parents used to fight all the time. There was no connection whatsoever. My mother was a covert narcissist, so she would always cry about something. My father, a malignant one, he was cold and totally absent. I had to get that feeling of being nurtured from somewhere. And you know where I got it from those movies. I really related to Harry Potter's life a lot because of how he had no parents that passed away. And literally, that was the case for me. I had them living present in the same house, but they were emotionally gone for me. So it's just about the connection that we feel, the validation we get from them, the predictability. It's like in a whole world of uncertainty, we find that peace, that reliability. We personally know it's not going to change. Nobody is going to take it away from us. We can come back to it as many times as possible and relive the same feeling. It's not about watching the movie. It's about reliving, re-experiencing the same emotion you felt for the first time. It's about recreating the thing so that you can calm down. It's a technique you unconsciously employ to bring yourself out of that fight and flight state. Do you have a movie that you constantly binge on, or you are a Potterhead like me? Let me know in the comments. Habit number 2, revenge bedtime procrastination. Survivors of a narcissistic abuse stay up late, savoring the peace between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. What peace am I talking about? I'm talking about being free of those constant demands of the narcissistic monster. Not being accused of having done something, no arguments, no chaos. That is the freedom we get during that time. Staying up late is a small act of rebellion. It's a way of saying, you control my day, but you do not get to control my night. It's a way of establishing your internal boundary. I used to do it a lot as a child. I would run to my room by 9 p.m. and get lost in one of my favorite books. That was my fantasy land. That was my solace. That was my safe haven. I would connect with those characters as if they were real for me. And I would live in my imagination, a life I wished to live in reality. I used to savor the silence. That's why noise triggers me a lot. Does it trigger you as well? Let me know in the comments. Revenge bedtime procrastination is a way of preserving your identity, because that's when you get asked deep questions. Why is this happening? Who am I? What's going on? That's when you realize it's not you. It's that monster that you need to find a way out. That's what I did. I always used to pray, wish that may I find the way out soon. And it was finally answered. Yes, it took years, but I found a way out. Unfortunately, for some survivors, the reality is the opposite of how I am describing it, because narcissists use sleep deprivation as a tactic to break them down. So nighttime becomes a literal terror time for them. Number 3, this one I know a lot of you will relate with. Listening to the same songs again and again to validate your pain. Do you have a playlist that you go to whenever you feel sad? One artist that you like the most? For me, it is Adele. and you know her songs. That is where I found my validation when I had no real person in my life understanding what was going on with me. It's like somebody else is narrating your story. Somebody else is putting your pain into words. Somebody else is living the same emotions for you. That's when you feel a little less crazy. Every beat, tone, move just makes you feel a little more alive. Like you exist, you matter. That is the message we get from those songs, and we get hooked onto them. We listen to them again and again. It's a part of our coping mechanism. It's a part of our survival strategy. The songs that you listen to on repeat become your emotional anchors. Those lyrics justify your struggles and help you move forward. They tell you you're not alone and what's being done to you is unacceptable and unjust. They help you feel and validate the pain that narcissist holds no space for. They fill that gap and make you feel a little less lonely. Who is your favorite artist and what kind of songs do you listen to on repeat? Drop your answers in the comments below. Number 4, finding comfort in extra hot showers. Many people run towards cold showers because they help them feel refreshed. They wake them up. But we as survivors of narcissistic abuse may run to hot showers. Why? Because of touch starvation. There is no one embracing us, no one acknowledging us, no one hugging us, telling us we matter. Nobody's filling that gap for us. So that shower just gives us the warmth we need to feel. Deep within it feels really cold because of love deprivation. And we try to just find a substitute for that, which for some of us is that hot shower. Bathroom becomes our sanctuary, a place where we feel free from the narcissist, and water becomes our healer. We can spend hours in water because it's just soft. It embraces us. Do you resonate with what I'm saying? Have you done that? Do you do it on a regular basis? If yes, please share your experiences, because who knows, you may end up validating so many survivors. Number 5 and the last one, finding stability in familiar routines. Drinking the same coffee, sitting in the same spot, wearing the same pajamas, and enjoying a simple meal are some of the things that may bring you comfort. They may relax you, and at the same time may make you think you have got ADHD or you are on the autism spectrum. In some cases, that may be true, but in majority of the cases, it's a trauma response. There is so much unpredictability around you. And this thing that you create for yourself, the simple routine that you have some control over, is what stabilizes your nervous system, what calms you, what soothes you. It did when I was healing. In the last year of my bachelor's degree, when I was really trying to understand what had happened to me and I was trying to heal, I used to cook every single day, 2 times, a simple meal of some lentils and rice plus some curd. That would soothe me. I think that healed me a lot. It just made me feel like I have a purpose when I was not doing anything major. No, it wasn't something big. I was just sticking to a routine that was same every single day. So to a lot of people, that felt boring. Like, what are you doing? People are enjoying. You can go out and eat fancy dinners in restaurants. Why don't you do that? I don't want to do it. It's my last year. So what? I am giving myself the biggest gift of self-compassion through healing myself. It felt like I could look forward to the next day. I would wake up with some kind of excitement because I used to do 2 things in the entire day. I had a lot of free time at my hands. 1, cook something for myself. 2, go bicycling. That's what regulated me a lot. And it was every single day, as I said. Did you do something similar? If yes, let me know in the comments. And how did that soothe you? How did that help you move forward? With that, let's bring this episode to an end. I hope you found it insightful. If you did, please comment below. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, Let the healing begin and continue.